after it, MP.
MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
All right. You got your feet wet. Now the real work starts.
Whatever it takes, Coach. You know I'm game.
Look, everyone thinks what happens out there is what creates an NBA legend, but they're wrong. 90% of the work happens here, behind the scenes, at practice, in the gym, at film sessions, and in the locker room.
I agree. The games are where you prove that you've been putting in the work. No shortcuts.
Yeah, correct. Over here is the entrance to our practice facility, and over there is the gym.
Everything all in one place. That's great.
Yep. We made everything as convenient as possible, so there is no excuse to not put the work in. Now, come here. Right here, we've got everything related to your schedule, including those key games we talked about based on your personal goals.
Coach, that was great. That was really helpful.
Which reminds me, we've talked a lot about maximizing your playing career, which is critical. But you need to remember, you become the best version of you so we can become the best version of us.
Coach, you have to put that on a t-shirt.
I am serious, MP.
I'm serious too. You become
This is a team game. Everything you do both on and off the court affects our ability to win games. Okay, team chemistry is vitally important to our success, and if you do things that negatively affect that, you hurt the team. A press conference answer that rubs someone the wrong way might mean they look you off when you're open, and now we're taking a contested shot instead of an open one. It's all connected, and it all matters. Are we clear?
Crystal.
Good. Now rest up, rehydrate, and follow the trainer's plan to a T. Proper recovery is just as important as proper training. And you get back to work tomorrow.
No excuses tonight, because I know you didn't go out last night.
Oh, I sat right near the glass.
Shake it, MP.
He's about to tear it up.
designed it to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word JAZZ along with your issue and scene location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately. Folks, don't forget to
A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here's what Utah has lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll go up against Klay Thompson and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
And for that game against the Spurs, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Draymond Green. And it's Payton in at the small forward position. And for the Jazz, Sexton and Markkanen out on the wings. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. And it's George in at the point. Well, if you've followed MP on his path to the NBA, you know the one criticism of his game is that he can defer too often, Grant.
And at times, I think that's been a fair criticism. But you'd rather have MP trying to involve his teammates too much than not at all. People had the same complaint about LeBron early in his career, and that worked out fine.
It's still early in the season, Grant, but most coaches have their rotations worked out by now.
They really do, but if they don't, they better...
For Utah, Filipowski, he's checked in for Kessler. Sensabaugh comes in for Collins. Clarkson's checked in for Sexton. And it's Collier in for George. And the free throw, no good. Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform?
I'm not going greatest player, BA. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
Now here's MP. Moody on the wing. It's guarded by Markkanen. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
For 3, Collier. He's off on that one.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Here's Butler. And the layup is good off the glass. Butler's got 6 points.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Clarkson outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul of the game. Hields checked in for the Warriors.
Team 5. Warriors substitution, number 7, Buddy Hield.
Over to the wing. Pass to Collier. They double him with Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Sensabaugh, no good.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Butler can't get it to go. Here's Collier. Clarkson outside. Markkanen for 3. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been lights out. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Moody. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's MP. And it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Here's Sexton. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. The Warriors lead by 6. Here's MP. MP fast up the floor.
Boy, you can't allow MP to get into the lane. Even when you body up to him, he's still able to score it.
Here's Collier. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Pass to Moody. Outside Curry. MP outside. MP with a step. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And here's Clarkson. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Sensabaugh. He's watched by Kuminga. That one a little long.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Step back. Here comes the Utah pick.
Looking back at last season, the best when it comes to shot blocking. Well, you look at Kessler, a remarkable defender. Second in the... Checked in for Curry.
For the gas, MP.
And the Jazz with possession here. They trail by 9. Collins passes to Kessler. Markkanen looking it over. From behind the arc. Here's Kessler. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
This is something I'd love to see Kessler continue to do, right? Use that big frame to get the whistle.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now, and he makes the first. That Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
MP with it, picked up by Sexton. Outside Podziemski. Takes the 3. Utah grabs the miss. Collins has got 5 rebounds in the game. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
George drives in, takes a 3. Oh, and it's Collins, that time on the assist by George. Collins has got 5.
Well, a big man with considerable range, folks. John Collins has to be respected beyond the arc.
MP no good. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Jazz. 4-point game. Sexton looking around. 4-3. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. Golden State has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. There's 25 seconds left in the second period. And here's MP from outside. Here's Butler. Butler! He's too much close to the rim.
This guy making his presence felt. Jimmy Butler, the ultimate competitor.
Markkanen outside. Launches a 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so that brings the first half to a close. Warriors ahead, up 6. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And taking a look at Utah, starting the season with a loss, you know they're ready to fight tonight. Don't want to start out 0-2.
I think the most important thing is they show improvement. Your record at this point in the season won't tell the whole story.
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the Golden State Warriors.
They've been playing very unselfish. I'm telling you, these guys are feeding off the ball movement, and as a basketball fan, it's wonderful to watch, Shaq.
Yeah, no Tyler ball from them. That's why they're getting the good looks. Get it, Tyler Hero?
Tyler ball, hero ball.
I knew you would understand, Ernie.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are simple. Utah ends up going with a new group, and the Warriors making a switch here. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. They've got Jordan Clarkson. He's out there with Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Utah right now. Clarkson outside. Here's Filipowski. It's rebounded by Golden State. They've led by as many as 14.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The open shot, Kuminga. Again, Golden State.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Pass to Collier. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. Collier's got 6 here in the quarter.
Clarkson has always had the ability to find teammates. That's a pretty pass.
Here's Podziemski. Clarkson grabs a miss.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. They set a pick, 5 on the clock. Counted from distance. And now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Stephen Curry is out there with MP. Then it's Moses Moody. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Post in at the center, filling out the middle. Pass to Sensabaugh to tie it up. Warriors with the rebound.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is...
Wow, Kuminga playing way above the rim.
You can always always trust Steph Curry to make the right pass. This guy has unbelievable vision.
Jazz trail by 5. Clarkson with the ball. For 3, Collier sinks the tray.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
MP, the pass to Curry. Over Clarkson. And again, it's Golden State.
But you want to step him off the line, that's no problem. Steph, an efficient move into the mid-range jump shot.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Utah making a switch here. Mikhailuk's checked in. And Golden State also making a switch. Podziemski's checked in. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to
So the Warriors take the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and
You are the straw that stirs the drink.
Wins pay the bills, baby.